Alright, hey guys, what's going on? This is HobFoote, and here we are back, and we're getting ready to do the mission. What's our mission right now? What's it called? Go over one more. Pax in Bello. Okay, I don't know what that means, but, okay. We're going after Doc Ock. We're at the lab because we gotta figure out a way to be science-y, to undo his science. That's how science works, guys. If there's science that was done and you want to undo it or do it better, you have to unscience it with more science, right? So it's kind of like if you've got -2 and you want +1, you have to do 3. You know what I mean? Yeah, just like that. I know you understand. Anyway. Anyway, that's dumb. And we got a little message. We stopped the last episode. It was pretty much at time, maybe a little bit shorter. But we stopped the last episode because the game told us, look, after this point, you're not going to be able to upgrade anything. You're not going to be able to do anything. No more. So I'm assuming this is our last thing before the end of the game. So actually what I wanted to do, just in case, I think you can change your suits in the middle, but I don't know. So I don't want this dumb suit. I want this one for the end of the game. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to make sure we look awesome. No, what are you doing? Oh my god. Oh, that's right. We can, I can do, a quick recovery thing. Oh, wait. How do I... Okay, well, I don't know how I can make myself roll. So, enough of that. Let's just go in here. Let's finish it. We got our awesome Spider-Man costume on. The original. Actually, I don't know if this is what it originally looked like. It's kind of what the cartoon, at least from the 90s, looks like. I remember the cartoon from the 60s. Oh, pre-rendered. Cutscene, apparently.
We did the impossible, Doc. But now I have to destroy it. With a little creation of my own.
Ultimate Science Showdown. Are we gonna make ourselves a new suit? Is that what this is? Maybe guess it doesn't matter what suit I wear. He's suddenly wearing it. Okay. Okay, is this not a suit we've already got? They're taken hostage. Alright, well, we're getting into it then, I guess. Welcome to the end of the game, guys.
And once again, we have live footage of Mayor Osborn being held captive on the roof of the Osborn Tower.
Want me to beg? Not gonna happen!
The world will know the truth before they mop you off the pavement.
Go! Ah!
Tell them what you did.
I never... Ah!
Everything you have is built on lies! Lies! Ah!
Is that his phone or a wallet?
You stole my company, my ideas! Now, the truth.
The truth. Okay.
Uh-oh.
The truth is, You were only ever worth a damn when you worked for me! The truth is, you could never accept that I'm better than you! You're a failure, Otto! And you always will be!
I was really hoping for a Norman splat.
Give me the anti-serum! Otto, you've worked your whole life to help people. Please.
You're fighting the wrong man. But have it your way.
Okay. Well, let's look at our suits here. What is our... Distributed nanomesh continuously refills current gadget's shots. That's our suit power? Interesting. Alright, and what do we have? Oh, it won't tell us what the suit is. I don't know what this is. Is this the... We had an armor suit in our list that was like the Mark II armor suit. And we had armor suits 3, 4. I don't know if we had armor suit 5 or not. But maybe this is number 1.
We don't have much time! Please!
I'll turn over
Can
the
we...
anti-serum when Osborn pays for his crime!
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonk! Whoa.
Just give me the anti-serum! You've already done enough to ruin Osborn!
No! He always bounces back! He had to lose everything!
I like that they have special, whoa, missed that. I like that they have special, things for,
I see you have a new suit! It won't help!
I know your weaknesses!
I have enough playing!
Okay. An odd bit of conversation.
Gotta move.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, why can't I, what am I supposed to be doing? Oh my god, jump to the thing. Oh my god. I can't look at him and apparently look at a thing I need to be... Okay, apparently that's how we'll do that.
People are dying! They need the anti-serum now!
I will cure the city after I bring down Osborn!
Bonk. Sucks for you. Whoops. Sucks for me too. Whoops.
Let me save this!
Wasn't quick enough.
Do whatever you want!
I already know what I want! Now get out of my way before I really hurt you!
Yeah, okay. What are you throwing web at? Oops.
Give me the anti-serum, and I promise Osborn will face charges!
Why does it keep throwing me like...
Like Osborn! Nothing but lies!
Got him. Bonk. What are you shooting at? Oh, whoops. There we go. Woo. Uh-oh. No web? Okay, this seems bad.
Such a disappointment. Parker. You knew? I tried to warn you, Peter, but you didn't listen. You knew. I won't let you win.
Why is he more mad about the you knew then?
This means too much to me. Not more than it means to me.
Why is there a giant copper coil on that thing? Okay.
Can't you see all the people you're hurting? You'll never understand. You haven't suffered like I have. You should be on my side. I won. Yes, it's a ruin.
I swear I'm hitting dodge, but maybe not.
Please, think of the man you were. That man is gone. You
Clearly.
saved me, Peter.
Then I guess you'll have to save yourself!
Oh, okay. That didn't work.
You're my hero! You meant so much to me!
I love that kick like that. That's pretty dope.
I hate that you're making me do this! We were going to change the world!
That's right. You give it to him, Peter. You lay into him. Oh, sorry, I already hit dodge. Guess not.
You look tired, Parker.
Not tired. Just hurt.
That's right. Twist him up. Oh, wait. No, don't do that.
Otto!
If you want to change the world, you have to be the kind of man who can make the hardest decisions.
Blow in his eyes. Oh, yeah. Your mask is off your mouth.
Couldn't agree more. No! The anti-serum.
I saw you as a son. I should have known you'd turn on me, just like all the others.
Turn. I've worshipped you. Your mind, your conscience, wanting to help others. The way you never gave up.
That's because men like us have a duty.
Men like
A
us. Okay.
responsibility to use our talents in the service of others. Even if they don't appreciate it, we have to do what's best for those beneath us, whether they understand it or not.
Beneath
No,
us.
you're wrong. You are everything I wanted to be. You just threw it away.
Yes, of course. You're right, Peter. Oh, I see that now.
Oh yeah, one last play, huh?
Affected my mind. But I can fix it. We can fix it. Together. If you'll help me.
Do everything I can. I'll make sure you get the best help.
No! If they put me away, they'll take my arms. I'll be trapped in this useless body.
Should have thought of that.
Please, Peter. That wasn't me. You said you'd never abandon me. You promised. Remember? And of course, you rest easy, knowing your secret is safe with me.
Blackmail.
You do what you think is best, Doc. It's all any of us can.
Peter?
Even when it hurts like hell.
Peter, where are you going? Peter? Peter!
Wow, that was surprisingly intense. That was a really good ending to this. I was expecting a lot more hoke. Like hokey-ness. Not like hoax, like it's all a hoax. But... Ah, he's got his mask, okay.
It's still viable. We'll need the entire sample as a base to produce more doses.
How long will that take?
A few hours. Maybe a day.
What if we use it to cure someone right now?
Then there won't be enough to cure the others.
Just say your goodbyes,
A few
man.
minutes.
You're gonna be okay, ma'am. I've got the cure right here.
Take off your mask. I want to see my nephew.
You knew?
I've known for a while.
I never wanted you to worry.
I did. And I am so proud of you. And Ben would be too. All the people you've saved.
I don't know what to do.
Yes, you do.
I was wondering if it would flatline. I guess his mind has stayed affected. Was Doc Ock the ultimate bad guy in the Spider-Man universe? I know there's obviously a whole lot of bad guys, but...
So,
Hi, Mary Jane Watson, associate editor.
congrats.
Thank you.
I knew
wow.
you could do it.
What about you? Find a job yet?
Oh, no, but,
I'll be right with you, honey. Thank you.
I was actually considering maybe a career change.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think I might want to become a chef.
I'm sorry. No, it's... You're a scientist. A good one.
Yeah, the last project I worked on, I created a monster octopus that almost destroyed the city, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you do make a hell of a chicken curry.
I do. Still working on my dumplings, though.
Going camping?
Oh, my new place isn't gonna be ready for about a week, so I'm gonna be crashing with Miles for the next few nights.
Oh. You know, you can always stay at my place. Only if you want to.
No, I mean, yes. I mean, no, I don't. I not want to. But meaning, I do want to, but only if you do.
I never stopped wanting to.
Me neither.
Ow, I just cracked my jaw, like, super hard. But how are we gonna get Miles to develop his superpowers? I kind of thought something would happen to Aunt May in this game, but I wasn't 100% sure. And then they went and actually did it, and I was like, oh, wow. You know. And I'm also very surprised how well they got all the different Spider-Man enemies to show up, you know? Like, think about Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire. Like, they had all these different bad guys showing up, and it was like, what are you doing? I'm trying to think who they had in that. Do they have Shocker in that? I believe they had Shocker, they had Sandman. They have Venom in there, too? They had Venom and... Yo, I hope for real, I hope they get some Venom in this series. If they do a second one of these, or maybe one of these expansions, it'll be all about some Venom. What kind of lost was trying to thought there for a second talking about Venom. I guess he and MJ's problems are all worked out now. I think Peter would have done real well with Yuri. I mean, yeah, there's an age difference there, but I think they'd have been real well together. I wonder if we were supposed to do the DLC before quote unquote beating the game. Huh. I find it very interesting that when we were reading, I don't know if it was beginning of this episode, maybe it's the end of the last one, when we were looking at the journal entries on characters, and they were talking about lots of production babies. Oh boy. That's because none of them sleep. Instead, they make production babies. You know, Insomniac games. Also, no Insomniac museum in this one? Come on now. Maybe there is, and I just didn't find it. The one suit supposedly gives you like a superpower to find hidden photo locations. Whatever that's supposed to do, I don't know. But, yeah, this was pretty good. Like 5 trains of thought going on right there. Sorry. I really liked how they did that relationship with Octavius. And I don't know if it's because of the way, like, you progress through it playing the game. Like, oh, this is just like, you know, I did this quest and then I immediately did the quest after. But I feel like they didn't give enough time. They did great timing-wise for the beginning. I don't feel like they did great timing-wise for, like, that in-between period where he's, like, clearly he's using the arms, but they're making him more mad, you know? More crazy.
I'm not an expert or anything, but I think it's in the way that you ask her.
I'm getting too nervous. Hey, alright, so where do you want this?
Right over here's fine.
Alright.
So you can help him become Spider-Man?
Hey, so Pete?
Yeah.
I, kinda gotta talk to you about something I can't tell my mom about.
What's up?
Well, weird things have been going on. Like, physically.
Oh. Well, you know, you're at that age where your body starts to change. And so you may be noticing some areas,
No.
for example.
Not that. I think it's better that I just, I show you.
No.
It's pretty weird, right?
Do it too. Do it too.
Not that weird.
Yay! I wonder if he suspected that Peter was Spider-Man. Oh, I was like, is this a, I thought for a second this was a weird, like, mock, credits scene, because it said short order cook and then listed, Stan Lee, and I'm thinking, are they making fun of him there? Is that like an on-the-set joke or something? But then I forgot, oh yeah, he did pop in here. I just didn't realize he was a short order cook. And then I realized it was like voice cast and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, these must be funny, like senior superlatives kinds of things, but I guess they're not. All in all, very awesome. Super happy with this game. There's definitely some handling. I don't want to say gameplay necessarily, but handling's the best I can think of. When you're trying to do certain actions, like crawling up the wall and then jumping to swing, or like jumping up the wall, and you know, just like weird things, because there's so many different actions tied to the same buttons depending on situational stuff. And like, oh, suddenly I just lifted up on the button just enough or accidentally hit the wrong button, and like I'm in a completely different, you know, X when you're walking on the wall versus running on the wall versus, you know, like if you're on the edge of something and it just jumps you backwards, and, you know, R2 when you're on the wall versus if you're off the wall or if you're standing up on the wall. It was just like just weird enough in some of those places that it was kind of clunky. And so that was probably the worst thing about that. But otherwise, you know, I thought this game was pretty good. And, you know, it starts out, you're like, okay, you're getting into the Spider-Man world. Starts out with a lot of... I feel like the tutorial could have been a little bit better. There's a lot of stuff thrown at you in the tutorial. And it's like, do this and this and this. Like 3 at a time. And it's like, wait, I gotta do this one, and then then I do this one? Or, oh wait, no, I guess I was supposed to do this, and so like between the different, like, obviously it's how it is when you're playing on a console. There's lots of things you could do with the same buttons depending on your different combinations. You know, that's just how it is when you're using a controller. And I usually like that approach. I don't like playing with mouse keyboard because, you know, you got one hand doing nothing but a click, and the other hand has to do everything else. So I really like controllers for how evenly distributed buttons are. Yeah, it was definitely like triangle to do one thing unless you're in the air, in which case it does something else, or if you hold triangle on the ground, or if you hold triangle up in the air, or if you jump in the air and hold triangle versus if you do an uppercut into the air and hold triangle. You know, it's like too many different things all together. Like it seemed like, you know, could have been doing, you know, like a different button combo or something, like a tap, double tap, triple tap. Maybe they tried that and it didn't work because button mashing. There's a lot of stuff going on, and it's like it's giving false input for things. And then you could have cut down on having the same things just in different situations. You could have your tap, double tap, triple tap, hold on the ground, and that's 4 things it covers, and they're all different, versus up in the air and they're 4 things and it's all different, you know. I don't know. Just a different style. I don't think it's necessarily good or bad. I do think they could have, though, used, like, the triangle to, like, zip towards somebody. Like, that would have been, I think, a cool thing. The only thing the D-pad was used for was the down key on the D-pad. And, that was just used to heal. That's all. Up didn't do anything. Left, right didn't do anything. I think using the up would have been a really cool thing to do, like, to do that zip. Like, our triangle in this game is, like, triangles, you web somebody from far away and you zip towards them and then punch them in the face when you get there. That would have been a cool thing to put on the D-pad, like up, like towards whatever you're doing. Maybe you could have had, 2 or 3 different active gadgets, or maybe there could have been 2 or 3 different modes to a single gadget, or, you know, something like that. And you could use the D-pad to, like, cycle, like, you know, up is one mode, left is one mode, right is another mode, or, you know, something like that. I think it could have been used a little bit better. Obviously, just like always, whether you're familiar with this or not, based off our other videos, we always watch the credits because these guys did a lot of work and they deserve the credit. Although some of these guys, I'm sure, that are listed on here are just for, you know, the paper pusher for the assistant paper pusher to the official paper pusher assistant, you know. But video assist, melody rock. Yeah, melody rocks. Something like that. I think that's how you say their name fully. You know, it's kind of like that language where you got, like, the, you know, in the middle of the name. It's like that, but it's like you gotta, like, sing and do melodies in the middle, you know. It's a little known fact. It's an ancient Bulgarian thing, actually. Not a lot of people know that. And what else was this game? I loved, like I said, that relationship, the interaction between Doc Ock and Peter as like lab assistants. I like that a lot. I don't know if they're usually traditionally companions and lab assistants. I don't know if it's a common lore thread, you know, like MJ is always in Spider-Man, you know, it's just, you know, Spider-Man and MJ, that's just the thing. MJ just is a part of Spider-Man, you know, almost regardless. No, I know there's like Gwen Stacy. Oh, I finally remembered her last name the other day, Gwen Stacy. But you know, MJ's just always part of it. That getting bit by a radioactive spider, that's just always part of it. I don't know if in stories with Doc Ock, whether him and Peter working together is always part of it, or, you know, if Peter creating, helping to create those arms is a standard thing. I'm not sure about that. As I've stated before, my most of my knowledge comes primarily from the movies, and of course you got the ones with Tobey Maguire, and he was in there. Did they do Doc Ock in the Garfield ones? Andrew Garfield, not like Garfield the cat. Actually, I would love a Garfield the cat and Spider-Man crossover somehow. Just somehow. I think that'd be dope. Kiyoshi Katsunuma. I'm trying to imagine what a Russian accent is like in Japanese. I bet that's funny. Anyway, what was I saying? But yeah, so you got Doc Ock, and I really love the way they did that in this. Like I said, the only thing I wish is like maybe that in-between time between like him having developed the arms and then him going like full nutso. I wish that was a little longer, a little more filled out. You know, with different signs showing that it was a problem or not and all that. Something else I was going to say. I forgot what it is now. But anyway, I just liked the dynamic with them. Very cool. And the ending between all them was I was expecting a much more hokier, like, you are the chosen one. I must kill Osborn. That was very, that's what I was very fearful that's what it was going to be, and it wasn't. And I was very pleased with that. It was very well done. It was a very intense thing, especially like, dun dun dun, he totally knew it was Peter. I wish they might have elaborated a little bit on how he knew it was Peter. And like when he found out. You know, even if it had been like subtle clues where like Peter was like freaking out, like, oh, does he know it's me? You know? When he was like first congenial about like, oh, you're helping Spider-Man do all his gadgets. Yes, of course. Yeah, I wonder if he knew from the start and just kind of just went with it and was like, oh yeah, totally. I really enjoyed that. Like, I looked up to you. You were like a father to me in a way. You were like a son to me in a way. And, you know, it's like you've lost your way, and it's, you know, or you turned on me, and it's like, if you loved me, you'd be like this. And it's like, no, clearly, if I loved you, I'd be doing this. And it, you know, it's one of those things, a very lot of tense emotions. And I was expecting, I think I would have liked it better. So with Aunt May, like, I love that they had her die from all this instead of doing like the sudden last minute save. You know, that's always a thing. There's always like, oh, miraculously the hero and his friends somehow come through and survive. And, you know, I feel like that would have been too hokey as well, I think. So I'm glad that they had May die. Like, I'm not glad she's dead, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, wow, they put the Korean names in a English-speaking order. They've got the surnames at the end left to right instead of the other way around. That's what it seemed like to me, anyway. Interesting. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, but the one thing I do wish they'd have done about that is that May didn't know he was, that he was Spider-Man, and he could have been like, you know, look, since you're gonna die, I'll tell you who I am, and she'd have been like, oh, Peter, you know, something like that. You know, that could have been equally as hokey, but it could have been like touching, you know. It's like, in a way of like, oh, I finally figured it out, you finally told me, and you know, and like, oh, but it doesn't really matter, you know. I think that would have been pretty interesting. The Miles reveal at the end there, that was pretty... I was wondering how they were going to bring Miles into it, obviously knowing that, you know, playing this so far after the game, there's obviously a Miles Morales DLC. And one of those things where it's like, Tomokazu Wakusaka, Tom Nicholson Ihara. It's an interesting mix of names there. Vladimir Sitchev, okay. Yukiko Takamoto. That's a cool name, I like that. Yukiko. Masafumi Mufasa. Say it again. Mufasa. Mufasa. Anyway, getting sidetracked. Man, these things are so long. Like, I like having time to do like a wrap up and an analysis at the end of these videos, but like, come on, guys. Maybe more credits on the screen at one time, and you scroll them faster. Like, these guys deserve the credit. Don't get me wrong, but like, I mean, and obviously you can skip. That's really nice. You can't always skip. But anyway, what was I saying? Damn. Apprentice Support Analyst, Cheyenne Safari. Oh boy, what was I saying? Oh, with the Miles reveal there at the end, I almost kind of wish, like, instead of just being like, it was funny what they did, like, there's been some changes going on in my body, and like, oh well, you know, when you get to a certain age, your body does weird things like boners and stuff. Like, that would have been funny. Or, I mean, that was funny. Let me put it that way. That was funny, and I liked how they did that. I also think it would have been a little cooler, maybe, to do something like, oh, he's helping him to move in, and, like, didn't he just get a high school? He's getting his own apartment in New York City? Manhattan? How does that work? Mama must got money or something. I don't know. I can't figure it out. Segovia. Ikechukwu Noli. Ikechukwu Noli. In I wonder if it's Noli, like Noli, or like in Noli. Like it's kinda like Swahili does their double vowel pronunciations. Like Mbaka or something. Anyway, what was I saying? I get so sidetracked so easily. Oh, but I wish they'd done something with like the Miles reveal where it's like they're carrying the desk up the stairs and it's like, you know, oh, I fell backwards down the stairs with the desk or something, and like Miles is like, well, I got Spidey powers now, so I can be like, you know, whoosh, you know, and save myself. But like Peter's like, oh crap, let me do like a woo spider thing to like catch him, and then like they're done, and they both realize like, you've got spider powers. You're Spider-Man. You know, like cool things like that. Also, I really wonder if Miles knew he was Spider-Man beforehand or not. See, that was the one thing about this where I didn't quite get it. Where it was like, yeah, so Miles, just call me. And it's like, oh, well, how do I call you. It's like, oh, she's got my number. And it's like, oh? And it's like, he also called Peter at one point, it seemed like, or Peter called him. And it's like, so you got two different phones? Is there like a different phone built into the spider mask, you know? So that's kind of... It's kind of like a thing where it's like, I mean, obviously it's not a huge debilitating thing, but it's like all the work they did to really coordinate a lot of this stuff and perfect it, you know? They could have, I felt, done some of that stuff. They could have put some, you know, thought or like a line or something in somewhere to address that, I think. Because he calls Spider-Man and he calls Peter, and or vice versa, and like helping each other out, but it's like, you've talked to Peter how often face to face, and you don't realize, you know, that he's Spider-Man too, because you talk to him face to face how much. I was kind of wondering, I was kind of almost hoping that they'd do a Spider-Man died thing, like, oh, Spider-Man, you know, we found Spider-Man, and it was this guy named Peter Parker, but he died, and there's like a huge like procession, and like everybody's cool, and it's like, you know, Miles takes up like the mantle, is like, he can't do it anymore, I'm gonna do it, you know, that'd have been really cool, I think. But who knows? Also, I was kind of really hoping there'd be a Spider-Girl or something. I think I addressed that in the one episode where they had MJ carry that spider back, which, how did it land on her so stay like attached to her so often and didn't bite her, but it bit Miles like immediately? Yo, that's sexist. Like, I mean, they got like inclusion of like, you know, black Hispanic guy, you know, but like maybe some female representation and stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, what I was saying is, I think in the stories with Gwen Stacy is supposed to be like Spider-Girl or Spider-Woman or something. Satish Radakonda. Satish Radakonda. But yeah, I don't know if there's the same thing for like MJ. I don't know if she ever becomes anything more than like MJ, you know, the reporter that's you know, Peter's girlfriend or whatever. You know, I'm not, like I said, not super familiar with all this stuff. But I think it could have been interesting, I think. Maybe that'll happen still. We've got a couple expansions to go. Plus, I doubt we'll play the Miles Morales expansion on here, but we'll see about that. I think it's like a big expansion, if I recall correctly. Something like a whole another mini story, that's more than like the DLC expansion stuff. How is there this many subtitles? Christ. Like, these guys need their credit, but like who are these people? Can't you just say like, you know, the, you know, Sony Interactive American, you know, legal and business affairs team? Done. With all the space you just saved, all the time you just saved. I'm like, okay, they do a lot of stuff for Sony, like the marketing and the lawyers and stuff. I'm gonna make a controversial statement here, and maybe you guys disagree with me. Let me know in the comments or tweet at me if you disagree. But like, do they need to be credited here? Like, they're involved in the general management of Sony. And I don't mean like general management of like general management, but like the day-to-day operations of Sony. And they do important work for Sony, and they do things that need to be done. And they've, in a way, done stuff for this game. But they've done stuff for all the games. Like, they're just doing their regular jobs. They didn't really have anything to do with this game. You know what I mean? Like, even all these people, I don't even know how much they have to do with this game. I know Insomniac is like just about a first-party And saying Marvel Games, like, okay, maybe Marvel Games is a thing, I don't know, but did Marvel just, like, yeah, you pay us enough money, you put our name on there, it'll be good, you know, so do, like, these guys do anything or not? Marvel Games section? Sure, maybe, but if they said Marvel Entertainment, I'd be iffy about that. Tim sang. What do you sing, though? I'm just saying, like, they're in the regular day-to-day stuff of Sony's business. I don't see Marvel Entertainment. Like, they need to be on here. I'm sure they, like, saw some footage of it and were like, yeah, you can put our name on it. Honestly, if this game had sucked, if you just paid them the money, they'd have probably been like, yeah, you can just put our name on there. So, those guys absolutely deserve credit for what they do, but, like, how much, like, in the term of legal teams and marketing, so, like, how much did they really do for this game? They did some stuff, sure. Some games that go on, you have to credit Sony just because you're putting it on the PlayStation, and so therefore Sony has got at least a little finger in, you know, in the workings of the game, you know, by default of it being on their system and being approved. And I know Insomniac probably works with them more than some other studios would, but, like, does Sony need all those credited stuff on there? And when Sony just like, all right, yeah, we'll let it be on there. I don't know, because I kind of feel both ways about it. Jan Jatovic, Tatiana Bojovic, Alexander Nikolic, Igor something. Cool. Damshanov, Lazar Damshanov, Reykjavik, Kvetkanen, Vlhkov. I don't know how to say Russian stuff, so it's not anything Russian. This could be some completely other. Arjun, that's a cool name. Arjun Agnahatri, Vivek. I like that name, Vivek. That's a dope name. Anyway, it's like, I don't know, do they really need the credits on this stuff? That is more than, I would certainly argue that they don't need anything more than Sony Entertainment, legal team, North America. You know, and that's it. No names listed or anything. You know, just the whole group is credited at once because, yeah, they did something, I'm sure, but like, ooh, they got some long names. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I would say certainly I don't think they need credit for beyond, like, Sony Interactive North American Legal or Sony Interactive North American marketing departments. Maybe marketing a little bit more, like maybe some of the execs, there we go. But, like, for that, they're just handling day-to-day stuff. Like, marketing probably knows, in some cases, what the individual game they're marketing at any time is, but, like, legal, other than, like, making sure the things are signed, I don't know. I mean, I can see it both ways. I just think you got all these credits already because it takes so much to make it. You remember, like, when games, it was a while ago, I don't even wholly remember this, but, you know, it was like, oh, look, these 10 people made this game. Don't get me wrong, you got a great game out of having all this stuff going on. But, I don't know. See, I watch a lot of stuff on, like, you know, death of a game and stuff. And you know, it covers death of games, death of companies, death of series, different stuff. And it's like, pretty much all it is nobody in the video game industry and entertainment, honestly, in general, none of these people that are creative people have any money. And all these people that have money sit around and they say, here's millions and millions of dollars. If it doesn't become the world's best-selling whatever in the first week, we own your company, but also we're just a financial holding company, so we're not really going to be able to do anything with your company, but we own all your IP, which we're not going to do anything with, but we are going to own that now, and you're going to be out of business. And, you know, it's just like, maybe if we just made games from, you know, with graphics from, you know, the early 2000s or whatever, but like still, you know, plays well. It's still a fun game. Maybe even a shorter game that's just fun to play. Maybe there wouldn't be all this like cutthroatness in this, you know, industry where it's like you get fewer and fewer game releases a year, it seems. They all are the same, and they all have the same. It's like somebody releases one thing that's successful, and it's like, you know, like I'm not saying necessarily this is it, but let's say like a battle royale. Like, how many, like, before the first, let's say like Fortnite or whatever. Let's say Fortnite's the first big battle royale. I don't know that it was, but let's just say it was. How many decades, how many years, we'll go with that, were people trying to do that and they couldn't get funding from a company because they're like, that'll never be successful. And it's like, what do you know? Even something like EA or something like that, they don't know anything about video games. They're satellite companies that they own, that they buy up left and right. They know stuff about video games, but EA, they're just like, how can we milk every last penny out of anything that comes within our site? That's all they are. You know, and they're like, we're not gonna fund that. That'll never work. We'll never be able to get our $20 bajillion back out of that and be the best game in all of history ever. And then it's like, somebody finally is like, all right, we'll give you a chance. And it's like, oh, look, they're, you know, look at Fortnite making billions of dollars. Now everybody else wants to get in on it and then do it poorly, or, you know, flood the market with the same stuff. And everybody's like, I don't want that. And then they're like, here, you have to make this for us because we own you. So we're going to tell you what to do and make this. Drop this other game that you're doing, which we don't really like anyway. And, you know, make this game just like this. It has to have from this game. It'd be like this game. It'd be like that game. And, oh, don't forget microtransactions and do all this other stuff. All right, we're going to roll in the money. And it's like, you guys spent $50 million on that, and you wanted to make $120 million in the first day of sales? Say what now? You know? And it's like, it's like, oh, you only made $5 million on the first day of sales. It's not a successful game. We're going to close you down immediately. You know, we're just withdrawing it, not doing anything. Nope, close the studio. Everybody loses their jobs. What a waste. What a waste of that money we did. And yeah, it might be a waste of the money that they, like, I get the business side of it. At a certain point, it's like, yeah, maybe you pumped $50 million into something and you only got $30 million out of it, and yeah, it was a waste of money, but do you close the studio down that you made do that? You know, what was going to be wrong with them? You didn't want to spend, you know, $5 million on making a game that they wanted to do because you thought it'd be a little bit weird. So instead you pumped $50 million into something which was, you know, it was going to be a hit just like this other thing that got made, you know? Anyway, it's just a little side rant there. But it just seems like all that kind of stuff goes on. I don't know, how did I get... Oh, I'm glad Ditko's getting the credit right here. Oh, suddenly ended. Man, we were like done at like 20 minutes, and the rest has been like half an hour of me talking while the credits roll. It's gonna pop us out at the main menu or back in game. Oh, look at this. Whatever happened to him? He die? We never did find out. Oh, I knew there was bubbles in that thing. I knew it was a back to tank.
So close.
MJ was right there.
But I'll keep trying. I will find a cure. I will. I love you, son.
Just living every day. in the... Wait, does he have spider webs? So is he going Green Goblin or is he going like Venom? There's probably some lore here that I'm not aware of. Oh, look what we did. End game. We got to the end of the game. Let's take a look at this. Completed Act 3. There you go. Where are we right now? Spider-Man, congratulations, you have finished the main story, but the adventure continues. You can now change the time of day in research stations, or start a fresh adventure with Ultimate Difficulty or New Game Plus. Not New Game Plus Ultimate Difficulty. Good luck, hero. Anti-Ock suit. Okay. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look here. What? Was this just me and my tidies? Everyone goes down in one hit, including you. Heh. Completed all main missions, side quests, and reach 100% district completion in all districts. Yeah, right. Alright, we got the new anti-Ock suits. Any other new? Nope, those are all the same. I'm assuming these ones here are for like finish all the pigeons, finish all the research stations, finish all the thug hideouts. I'm assuming that's what all those are. Can't interrupt you or your attacks. Continuously refills current gadget's shots. We didn't quite make it to level 50. But we will when we get to the, what am I thinking of? The DLC. We'll get there when we get to the DLC. Here's what I was thinking of. The Armor Suit Mark II looks pretty much like the anti-Ock suit. But if you... So we've got Spider Armor Mark II, and we've got Spider Armor Mark III, and then the Spider Armor Mark IV. Yeah, Spider Armor Mark IV. So what I'm wondering is we don't have a Spider Armor Mark 1. Got advanced suits. Damaged classic suit. Noir. Scarlet Spider. And then Mark II Spider Armor. So I don't know what Spider Armor Mark 1 is supposed to be unless this is it, you know. Because this actually kind of looks like the Mark II one. So you might be able to make the connection there. But really starts looking different in the Mark III and the Mark IV. Well, this is more of a return to natural form, so anyway, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we should need level 50 and then we'll have the map stuff. So yep, anyway, that's it for me, guys. We did it. We're all done. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna call our episode here. We went a little bit long this time, but those people that are in those credits definitely deserve their recognition for their work. So yeah, I really don't know where the billionaire tower is. I guess that's... I mean, it should be, like... Where are we at? What am I on top of? Is this Empire State Building?
Yuri, you're back. How's your mom?
Oh.
Fine. Right back to complaining about not having grandchildren.
So, you gonna take that vacation now?
Are you crazy? There's no time for that. The apocalypse didn't happen, which means we've got a city full of loose ends to clean up.
Sounds like a big job, but we're up to it.
Not you. For a job this tough, we need Spider Cop.
Yeah!
You said it! You even did the voice!
Okay, don't make it weird.
You like me! You really like me!
It's weird.
You made it weird. Let's go, we've got work to do.
I can't wait. Spider Cop surveys the city, placid, but seething with turmoil just beneath its calm surface.
What have I done?
I'm happy that happened. So, all right. Anyway, for real now, we're gonna sign off. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Appreciate you hanging out here with me.
Fugitives are opening
Shut
fire
up.
on stolen vehicles. Incident is active near Grand Central.
Appreciate you hanging out here with me on the Bratcat channel. If you liked or disliked, go ahead and hit that thumb, one of those thumbs up there to let me know. And let me know down in the comment section why you feel the way you do with those thumbs. And you can talk to us there about whatever. If you have any questions, comments, letters of resignation, other such queries, those can go down there. If you want to talk to me directly or in a real quick way, you can do so. If you want to debate me in real time over accreditation in game credits, you know, even if you just want to yell at me and tell me I'm a moron and wrong, and then, you know, then never talk to me ever again and never care about my replies, you can do that too. And you can do it on Twitter at HobFoote, and you can follow us at Bratcat Media on Twitter as well. Anytime anything happens in the Bratcat network, it gets posted about there. So that's a great way to stay up to date with everything we're doing. And I'm going to say that's it for me now, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. And peace out, Girl Scouts. Kind of surprised Jamison didn't pop up and say something real quick. So, anyway, yep, peace out, Girl Scouts.